Imagine a place where mountains dive straight into the deep blue sea. Picture yourself on the deck of a ferry passing between sheer cliffs, waterfalls cascading on either side. You feel the scale, cliffs towering, water mirror smooth. It's as if nature wrote a cathedral in stone and water. Waterfalls plunge hundreds of meters, a constant hush in the canyon. This is not a fantasy, this is Norway. From alpine ridges to ancient valleys, Norway rewards outdoor lovers. The air feels cleaner, the colors brighter, it makes you feel it in your bones. You can watch the northern lights dance in winter, and the midnight sun spill endless daylight in summer. Modern cities like Oslo sit close to wilderness, so nature is never far. That contrast, raw nature and comfortable civilization, makes Norway accessible to every traveler. It's both epic and intimate, a place to fill your camera and still find silence for yourself. Prepare to be amazed. Norway awaits. Norway is famous for its fjords, deep, narrow inlets framed by towering cliffs. These were carved by massive glaciers over millions of years. Sognefjord, Norway's longest and deepest, stretches over 200 kilometers inland. Take a ferry and you'll feel like you're sailing through a natural cathedral. Spot famous cascades like the Seven Sisters in Geirangerfjord, past tiny colorful farmhouses clinging to steep slopes. Beyond the fjords, Norway's mountains rise like a rugged backbone. Trails are well marked for every skill level, from gentle valley walks to multi-day treks. Trolltunga, the troll's tongue, juts out over a lake for a panoramic reward. It's one of those hikes that makes you feel on top of the world. Ride the Flam Railway, one of the steepest lines, dropping from snowy plateaus to fjord-side villages. The journey races past tunnels and roaring waterfalls, opening to panoramic valley views. Kayak calm waters, glide near cliffs and waterfalls, or find a quiet rock to sit and soak it in. For glacier lovers, Jostedalsbreen is mainland Europe's largest. Guided hikes let you explore safely. These views put everything in perspective, nature's artistry waiting for you to explore. Norway's coastline is one of the longest and most intricate in the world. A jagged, winding line of islands, bays and peninsulas stretching for thousands of kilometers. Drive the Atlantic Road, a cinematic route hopping from island to island over daring bridges. On stormy days, Atlantic waves crash right across the road, wild and unforgettable. Farther north, the Lofoten archipelago offers dramatic peaks rising straight from the sea. Picturesque fishing villages and red Rorbjord give Lofoten a timeless charm. You'll even find white sand beaches and turquoise water that feel almost Caribbean, albeit colder. Near Stavanger, Jaren's long beaches draw surfers and kite flyers alike. These shores shaped history. Vikings launched longships from here to explore and trade across Europe. See preserved ships at Oslo's Viking Ship Museum and feel the age of seafaring up close. Reconstructed villages and runestones bring Viking life to the present. Fishing communities still shape daily life along the coast. Kayak, hike, or chase the northern lights under clear Lofoten skies. In winter, the aurora transforms the islands into another world. From storm-swept bridges to gentle beaches, Norway's coast offers endless surprises. While nature is the headline, Norway's cities are full of charm, history, and modern design. Oslo sits at the head of a fjord and is framed by forests. Urban life with nature close by. Explore the Opera House, architecture that looks like a glacier rising from the water. Wander Vigeland Park, a vast sculpture garden probing the human experience. Visit museums like Munch and the Fram to trace Norway's artistic and polar exploration heritage. On the west coast, Bergen's Bryggen, colorful wooden wharves, recall its Hanseatic trading past. Bryggen is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It feels like stepping back in time. Taken up to Mount Fløyen, the funicular gives a spectacular view of Bergen and the sea. Trondheim's Nidaros Cathedral, built over St. Olav's tomb, ties together Viking history and medieval Europe. Wander riverside warehouses, cafes and student streets for a youthful, historical blend. Towns like Ålesund, rebuilt in Art Nouveau style, are delightfully photogenic. Stavanger offers charming wooden streets and access to famous hikes like Pulpit Rock. After a day outdoors, settle into a cozy cafe or a restaurant serving fresh seafood and Nordic flavors. Seasonal festivals and contemporary design scenes give Norway's cities a lively cultural beat. Cities provide perfect balance to the wild landscapes beyond. A trip to Norway isn't complete without tasting its traditional food, shaped by coast and winter. Seafood reigns, fresh salmon, cod and cured gravlax are everywhere. Taste farakal, a hearty lamb and cabbage stew considered Norway's national dish. Or enjoy smoked salmon and gravlax with dill and dark rye. For the adventurous, lutefisk remains a cultural specialty with a long history. Try brunost, brown cheese with a caramel-like sweetness, sliced thin on bread or waffles. Norwegian vafler, heart-shaped and tender, pair perfectly with coffee. A cafe break is an essential part of the travel day. Norway encourages outdoor life, friluftsliv, and the right to roam, allemannsretten. Respect nature, leave no trace, and you'll be welcome to explore freely. Hike, camp, fish, or paddle, Norway is an outdoor playground for all ages. Moments of quiet reflection and adrenaline both await. It's a safe, clean, and friendly country that travels with ease. Whether under the northern lights or atop a fjord rim, Norway gives you stories worth sharing. Pack your bags. Norway is calling. Visit, explore, and be changed by its wild, wonderful landscapes.